Namaste Gurukulians, how are you? Well, today we are going to start a very important, basic and fundamental way of making a sentence. A lot of people know about it before they start their language. You belong to junior classes or higher classes. Once you learn this, how to make the sentence and what are the parts of a sentence, you are ready to make a lot and many more sentences in it. So let's learn it about the sentence. Now in English language, always there's one thing in common, that whenever we want to make any sentence that consists of these three words or things. Whenever we make a sentence, it must have a doer. Doer means the one who does that action. Now, in most of the sentences, we need first person, second person, or third person, or any name which becomes our doer. Doer does the action. For example, when you learn something, so it is you, or when we name somebody, for example, Arvind. Arvind studies means that action of studying is from or is by Arvind. Arvind is the doer here. And the action which Arvind is doing is here. Here we can learn about the places of the words, like what comes first, what comes second, and what are the next words. Now, I will talk about this thing in detail about subject, objects, and verb. So, doer is doing that action. Here it is that action which is done, or which is being done, which will be done in any form. That action, the word which is related to any action is known as verb. So here actually you place a verb here, and object. If we place an object, it means this doer performing this action may be on this thing, maybe at this time. So any information apart from subject and verb is actually object part. Now, before we move on, I would like to tell you in detail about subjects and objects. So keep watching. Suppose you want to know about these two things. Okay, I'm writing S here. Subjects or objects in any sentence. We are learning what is a sentence and how to make a sentence. Subject or object, they both come from noun, pronoun. Same goes here, noun and pronoun. If you will see other videos related to nouns provided by the Gurukul, the same teachers, you will come to know about what is a noun. So from there you can learn about nouns. Noun is simply the name of person, place and thing. And there are details like kinds of nouns and how to make singular, plural. So this is our noun. If we go in detail, little bit detail, that of noun is either singular or plural. What do you mean by this? Means when you use anything here, any subject here, it comes from two things. One is noun, second is pronoun. And if you have noun, it will be either singular or it will be plural. What do you mean by singular? Single thing. What will be the help of knowing that it is singular or it is plural? It will help us in this part. Suppose if I talk about one car, Now singular noun is without s, so automatically we are using this article. Now if I make any sentence using a car, you will see the verbs or helping verbs will be of singular. So I will use either this or that if it is past. If I go with other nouns, if it is more than one, then I will change this. I can't use these ones for plural. Why? Because for plural we change the helping verbs. Here I can either use are or were because they come with plural nouns. So singular and plural, this is the help we get from knowing about noun when we make a sentence. Now in pronoun. Pronoun, what is pronoun? There can be a different video related to pronoun, but first of all, in basic form, in an easy way, you can learn what is pronoun so that making of sentence is easy for you. You understand and you can make easily the sentence. Pronoun is any word which replaces a noun. Again, I'm repeating, the word which replaces a noun is known as pronoun. Suppose I was talking about a car. Now, suppose I have 3-4 sentences to talk about my car. I'm going to sell my car. Now, this is the case. I'm going to sell my car. Now, there is a car, I say the first sentence. Now, I'm talking further about the same thing, same object or subject here, car. So, now car is being replaced by a word, because talking the same word again and again is not the way we have in our Hindi language or in our English language. We have to change it because it seems monotonous when we use the same word again and again, over and over. So you don't say a car is red, a car is fast, a car helps a lot. No, you say a car is red, it is fast, it is a conveyance, or it helps us a lot, etc., etc. So after first sentence you did not use a car, you used a word it. This is pronoun. Now when we learn about pronoun, I would like to tell you about 2-3 things related to pronouns which will help you when you make sentence. First thing, subjective pronoun. What do you mean by subjective pronoun? As the name is clear, subject means these pronouns will be used in subjects only. Which are these? Now see, I, he, she, it, we, you, they, right? These are subjective pronouns. What do we mean by subjective pronouns? Telling you further, they will be used in subjects. I'm again repeating, listen to this very carefully, only in subjects. They cannot be used here. Why? Let's go back a little further. When I was explaining subjects and objects, I was writing here 2 things. So what do you see here? Noun here, noun here. It means in subjects and objects we can use nouns. Of course, same goes with pronoun. We can use pronoun here, pronoun here. Example is I teach you. I is a pronoun, you is a pronoun. But here the pronoun is different. Why? Because subjective pronouns are for subjects. And which pronouns are coming here? These pronoun, if I talk about this object and pronoun, these are objective pronouns. So objective, how to make objective? Now just change the opposite, like I in object is me, he becomes him, she becomes her, it becomes it now. Okay, here let's do it this way. This will help you. I is not capital, this is capital. Why? Because this is in object. I'm giving you a sentence. See, it kills everyone. Now these days we have a pandemic, corona. Now corona will be written as it when you talking about corona. So you will not say corona this, coronavirus this, coronavirus that. So you will change this word. So this is a pronoun here. Now this is this pronoun. Why? Because this is subjective pronoun which is coming here. See, subject, verb, object. Now this S means subject. So here the subject here and this it is this subject means this is a doer. What do we mean by this it? Meaning is different, but it is not subject, it is object. For example, I'm giving one more sentence like I like it. Now you see this it SVO, subject, verb, object. Now this is object, right? So here this it is actually this it. So don't get confused between spellings. One is subjective and other is objective. Moving on, we becomes us, you remains you. Again spelling is same. Well, when we have two people looking similar to each other, it doesn't mean that two people will have same name, they will have same kind of age. No. This is why you can understand here this you and this you are different. This you is again subjective and this you is objective, means this you is the doer and this you is not the doer. Maybe the action is done on him, by him, etc. So here I'm giving you one example, subject, verb, object, like you like it. Now this you is subject, and if I am changing from subject to object, I know you. Now you know this you is you. So here you, this is object, but here this is subject. So this is the difference between subjective and an objective pronoun. Moving on, they becomes them. So this is subjective, objective. Next, what comes next? You know them. Now there is one pronoun which is possessive. So P-O-S-S-E-S-S-I-V-E and pronoun, same thing. What do you mean by possessive? When you have things, when you belong to such things. Now, how we understand possessive pronouns? Possessive pronouns, whenever you use a pronoun to talk about things which belong to me, which belong to you, which belong to she, which belong to people. So how we use them? Before I tell you about the possessive pronouns, you better know one more thing, that possessive pronouns are always used with a noun. Second thing, again look at here, subjective pronouns are used in subjects, right? Objectives are used in objects. What about possessive pronouns? They are used in both subjects and objects. Means possessive pronoun can be used in subjects, can be used in objects. Example, I becomes my. Now you can tell me, have you ever used my alone? Think about it. Never. If I talk about my name, if I talk about this class, if I talk about something related to somebody, I will use his car, my name, your knowledge. So understand, my possessive pronoun is coming with a noun. Remember, noun is either singular or plural. So for example, okay, let me write first of all the pronouns. I, we get my, he, we get his, she, from she, we get her, it, from it, we get this its. There's one more thing you have to understand about its. So look here, there's this it. You have seen, you will use this. What is the difference? This is called apostrophe, comma, which is used above. It is either it is or it has, and contraction means joint. When we join two words, they are called contraction. So this is contraction form of either it is or it has. Then what is this one? Again, I'm telling you, this is related to possessive pronoun. So here it means some feature of something. For example, color of this table. So I say its color. So I will write like this, its color, and I'm making the sentence. As I told you that it is either subject or object. So this can be used either in the subject or in the object. I hope you have understood it. Now, from we get our. From you, we get your. From they, we get their. Again, there is something. There is two spelling. One is, okay, here, please look here, related to there. One we have there, and this one we are learning right now is ir. Now this is used as subject object, but it is not used with any noun, but this one is used with a noun, because here we mean to describe that of many people, something of many people. For example, nationality of those people. So I will say their nationality means this one, not this one. So don't get confused between these two spellings like its, it is, and its, there or ir. This is not used here. We are talking about pronoun. This is pronoun here, which is here. Now we use them either in subject or in objects. After this, there's one more thing that you must know, that from possessive pronouns we have one more pronoun which is quite same. We use that in subjects and objects. Which ones are these? Look here. From my, we get mine. From his, same, no change at all, his. From her, we get hers, right? We don't get possessive pronoun of this, we don't have this one. From our, s. You will see this s. So keep adding this s, you will get possessive pronoun. From your, you get yours, and from there we get theirs. All these work in the same way as it does or they do, possessive pronoun. But there is one thing which is different. We do not use any kind of noun with them. For example, I would like you to see here. I have an example. My roll number is 10. See, this one is this pronoun, and it is with a noun, singular noun. I am changing it from this to this. For example, what happens, by the way, suppose this roll number is understood, means we don't want to use this word, but I want to address the same thing. So what happens, I will say mine is 10. It means my roll number. As I told you, these are subjects and objects. So here I can also say in this way, 10 is mine. Right? So in the same way you can say, suppose there is a boy, what about his roll number? So you can say 11 is his. This is correct according to grammar, don't worry about it. Or you can say his is 11, right? So I'm keeping this lecture up to this point, in which I have told you about subjects and objects. I'll continue with this in my next video. Till then, you please watch this, learn about this, and try to find out the sentences we make. We have subjects and objects, and out of these things. That's it. Thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy.